Hey everyone, it's Jeremy with Poindexter G, and today we're going to take a look at some fancy oil. So before I get into what I'm going to be actually talking about today, I just want to go ahead and answer the question that a lot of you have, which is, where the heck have you been? Okay, I kind of stopped doing stuff on this channel for a while. It's been about 6 months. I just got involved with a lot of other stuff, and things on the channel just kind of didn't get updated. I just kind of quit doing stuff on it here, but I want to get back to it, and that's what this is, to get started here. Hopefully me to get some more videos going. I've got some other things that I'll be making videos on, like what is this thing here? But what we're going to talk about today is Ballistol. Now, a lot of you are very familiar with Ballistol. Usually when you get it, it looks like one of these things here, either with the old style pumpy thing or the I'm going to kill the ozone with this spray can. I don't know if it really does that or not, but that's what they told us when I was a kid. But basically, Ballistol is kind of a all-purpose oil that is really good for cleaning a lot of things and for preserving a lot of things. It's basically like white mineral oil, isohexane, and propane. We're working with propane and propane accessories. The main reason that this stuff is good here is that it's really pretty safe. Okay, it's good for like the metal, isn't going to mess up the finish on the metal unless you're like cleaning with something really physically abrasive. It's okay for the stock, like you could actually treat your stock with Ballistol and that would be fine. You could treat leather with it. It doesn't like eat up plastic. It says right out here that it's got no carcinogens. They put a little picture of a tree on it, so that must mean like it's like natural stuff, because look, it's got a tree. But yeah, it's just generally pretty good stuff, and that's why it's gotten really popular, is because you can use it on particularly older firearms. It's really popular to take this non-aerosol type here and to mix it with water, where it kind of emulsifies with it and makes this white liquid that's called moose milk. That's what people call it. And you can clean like black powder stuff with moose milk and get all that on there. Get the water, which is like, water is the best thing for cleaning up the black powder, that will get it off there. But then as the water dries out, it just leaves this kind of oil over it there, which stays on and doesn't evaporate, and it's really good stuff. So this is like what I use on like all my old firearms, and since I have it around, it's pretty much what I use on the new stuff, and it's good for a lot of other things, like it says here on it. Well, Ballistol is like a really old German-made product. Like, it is apparently 115 years old this year. And to celebrate their 115th anniversary, 115 is a weird year, but you know, that's what they're doing though. But they have made these fancy nostalgia packages here. This is going back to what a Ballistol originally looked like, in the glass bottle with this giant label on it with all the German. And they got German all over this. Look at all the German. And they got on the back the history of Ballistol and its different packages there. And so, yeah, this is a really nice thing here. I went ahead and opened one box of this up, where we got the bottle right here, which looks really fancy. This kind of feels like an old paper label. You can tell it's a little bit more modern, but it really looks like that. This has got the cork in it. It does have a plastic wrapper around the cork to seal it, which I'm probably not going to pull off. And a modern label on the back, because you know you got to have a modern label. But it's just regular old Ballistol in there, but just in a really old fancy flask there, which is pretty cool. And just to go ahead and add to this here, I'm not paid by Ballistol. I don't get any money from Ballistol. I don't make anything off of the sale of the, I don't get anything for the sale of the Nostalgia Flasks. I just think they're kind of cool and that you guys might like a lot of them. One thing that's very nice about this is that a lot of times these fancy little products like this, you know, these special editions can be really expensive, but this is $15, okay? Now you'll add some shipping to it and that'll increase it, but you can, you know, buy some other stuff. They've got these on their website, on Ballistol's website. I don't know if they're selling them anywhere else or not. But also in this packaging, you get this little book, which is like the Ballistol story. And it's like the history of Ballistol. And they talk about all the different things that Ballistol has been used for. One thing that they kind of talk about a little bit in here, but don't go into a lot, is for like Ballistol for human and animal. That basically Ballistol has been used for like medicinal purposes, but they say that since this isn't registered as a pharmaceutical, that they can't really talk about that a whole lot, other than people did use it for that back in the day. And they say that they do have like Neo-Ballistol, which is like a proper medicinal version of it that has a little bit different formulation in it with some essential oils in it. Ooh. But they say that Ballistol spray wouldn't be good to use at all, and this does have the warning of it, like don't consume it. They also have it in this, listed on this as well, probably legal things. But this German wording on this, I actually used Google Lens with the translate it from German, see what this thing says. It doesn't help that the label's kind of wrapped around a little bit, the side. It's like, ooh, it earned the medal with gold medal with oak leaves, patented in all patent states. That said something about alien godmother, so this thing is not perfect. No gun without Ballistol. Ballistol is gun oil that chemically dissolves and prevents chemical the after effects of nitrate powder. Ballistol's rust protection protects iron barrels and steel loose parts against rust, even for days underwater. Lifesaver oil. And this is where they kind of, a little bit of the medicinal stuff that they talked about. Immediate effect on wounds, sweaty feet, bump skin, etc. So yeah, it's just interesting to see what all that says on it there. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that they claimed it did back in the day, but you know, a lot of modern beverages and stuff claim to have medicinal purposes back in the day, and Ballistol did, and at least the original formula seems to be okay if you like drink it or get it on a wound. But I'm not endorsing that, because you know, the modern Ballistol definitely tells you not to do that. So maybe, you know, don't know if you should do it with these either, but it's just interesting that they talk about that history in the little Ballistol book here. So anyway, these are really nice looking. They're great. They're really not all that expensive, and it's a nice little flask. So take a look at that on Ballistol's website if you're interested in them. If you found this video useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and a like. You can go down into the comment section and leave any thoughts you have down there. And if you're interested, you can also subscribe to my channel and click the little bell notification to make sure that you catch all the videos that I post so you don't miss anything. I'm Jeremy with Poindexter G, and we'll see you next time.